Congressman, thank you for being here with us today to talk about an important issue of protecting children from online predators. It's a really big issue that's really kind of taken flight in the past couple of years.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Tunisia. You know, one of the things when I was talking to somebody the other day, when I was a boy growing up, everybody used to, we call it camping out, but you'd spend the night out in your backyard. And people from all across the neighborhood, they'd come and talk, and the kids would do things, you know, at night, no mischief, but also the parents didn't have much concern about the safety of their children. By the time our children got up, we'd never let them spend the night outside because you're always afraid of their safety out there. Well, today, more and more parents are worried about the safety of their children, whether it's in malls or whether it's in their schools sometime or whether it's out on the streets. And they think if they bring them in the house and we lock the doors and, you know, we have them in their bedrooms of all places, that they're safe. But what they don't realize is that almost every situation, we've got as many as 50,000 predators online trying to get to those children in the very safety of their own home. So it's a very real concern. The unfortunate thing is a parent might be downstairs fixing dinner, they might be working on something they brought home from the office, think their child is up there safe, and don't realize that there are people literally trying to get at them through their computers.
Now, I know you were previously the ranking member of the Judiciary Subcommittee on Crime, and you're still a member of that committee. What are some of the things that you've done on that committee to kind of work on this issue? Well,
the first thing that we wanted to do is give law enforcement the tools to be able to find some of these people. One of the things that they needed to do was to be able to get the IP addresses and make sure they were keeping them, because sometime we could trace back the fact that somebody was coming after one of these children, but we really couldn't try to trace where they were. So we had legislation that helped us do that, and it's had a huge impact on the safety of some of our children. The second thing was making mandatory penalties for people who had who were sexual predators online for children. And then the third thing that we wanted to do is make sure we had partnerships coming together, because, you know, in today's world, things are much more complicated. And so we created really the National Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, which was something bringing a number of different groups together to be able to focus on this problem.
Now, another issue that's been very important to you that's really been on the rise is human trafficking.
Right.
What have you seen in that area?
Well, you know, there are some frightening statistics that we look at today, and we all tend to think, well, that's not going to happen in our country, that's just happening somewhere else. And really, we have examples of human trafficking taking place in all 50 states. The other thing that we see is that we say, well, if it's happening somewhere else in our state, it's not happening near where we live. But these people who traffic are doing it primarily for sexual reasons, and a lot of times the groups that they target are between 12 and 14 years old. And many times they start with online contact that they have with people through their computers in their homes.
Now, I know that we don't have very much time left, but how can parents get more information from you on this issue?
Well, they can go to our website, and our website has a lot of information that they can get about this. And of course, we have a number of seminars that we try to have for parents where they can come and be educated. We bring the best experts we can from around the country to say, be careful about this, ask these questions for your children, make sure you're looking for these particular items. So we encourage them to start with our website, try to attend one of these seminars, and make sure you're asking and looking at what your children are doing. That's the most important thing that you can do.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Well, thank you. And thank you for joining us this evening. I know the representatives joining you tonight will provide you with valuable information on how to protect our children online. We have an opportunity to create a powerful wall between our children and online predators if we work together to stop online child exploitation from all angles. Thank you, and have a great evening.